Ah, Interstate 30. You think driving on a regular road is stressful? Try driving on a highway that was clearly designed by someone who hates people. Joy and probably donuts. Yeah, especially donuts. I-30 stretches from Dallas to Fort Worth. But trust me, it's not as glamorous as it sounds. It's like one of those movie trailers where they make the film seem exciting and fun. But you get there and it's 90 minutes of watching people stare at their phones in traffic jams, punctuated by the occasional honk from an angry trucker. And don't get me started on the construction zones. It's like those things breed faster than rabbits. One day, there's a nice 3-lane highway, and the next, boom, you're down to 1 lane, surrounded by orange cones, and your entire life is flashing before your eyes. And the trucks. Oh, the trucks. In most places, a truck is a means of getting things from one place to another. In Texas, a truck is an extension of a person's soul. It's like every driver on I-30 is secretly auditioning for a monster truck rally. These trucks are so big, they look like they could have their own zip code, and they drive with a swagger that says, "Get out of my way or I'll run you over and make it look like an accident." Ever merged onto I-30? Imagine standing in line at a buffet where nobody follows the rules, and instead of food, you're served a cocktail of fear and adrenaline. Every time you try to merge, you're either completely ignored or tailgated by someone who clearly doesn't understand that humans are squishy and fragile creatures. And while you're white-knuckling it, the radio's probably blasting out the latest traffic update, which is basically a Texas-sized lie. They say, "Traffic is moving smoothly," and then you look up to see brake lights for miles. Smoothly? Yeah, sure. Like a chili dog going down at 2-way. Smooth until you realize it's a disaster waiting to happen. Some highways have potholes. I-30 has craters. I swear I've driven over bumps that made me question if I accidentally went off-road. One time, I hit a pothole so deep I thought I was about to see dinosaurs. It's like the Texas Department of Transportation thinks that constantly repairing the road is optional. Why fix it when you can turn it into an extreme sport? But hey, there's a certain beauty in these potholes. Each one tells a story. A story of broken axles, damaged tires, and ruined coffee cups. Every jolt is like a mini roller coaster ride, except instead of screaming from excitement, you're screaming because your coffee just spilled all over your lap, and you're still 45 minutes away from your exit. The scenery, if you can call it that. Let's talk about what you see on I-30, because wow, there's a lot to take in. For one, there are billboards everywhere. Seriously. It's like every company in Texas decided that I-30 was the place to advertise. Want to refinance your mortgage? There's a billboard. Thinking about BBQ? 10 billboards. Wondering whether life insurance is a good idea after the way you've been driving? Billboard. And then there's the scenery itself, which is, how do I put this nicely? Blend. The occasional tree? Check. Concrete overpasses that block your view of anything interesting? Double check. A whole lot of flat land that makes you question if you've been stuck in a traffic loop like some sort of dystopian nightmare? Triple check. If you haven't had the pleasure of driving on I-30 in the DFW area, consider yourself lucky. It's like a slow descent into madness, but with a soundtrack of honking horns and screeching tires. But hey, at least there's BBQ at the end of the road, right? Assuming you don't get stuck in traffic for the rest of your life. BBQ. Remember to like and subscribe and save the restest for the bestest.